Yeah, after the last upload, it's like 20-30 minutes later. My beard is abnormally growing to the sides. I gotta brush it and take care of it better. But anyway, yeah, my college experience. It's not just Merrick over there threatening me with prison or something. By the way, Merrick there, he really wants people to have not supplements, but there will be pills, so there won't be any food. It'll be much cheaper, but he just smiles and grins at it. And I talked about it, and that's like one of the times I left this place 3 years ago. I went to live in Brooklyn, New York. I told him I'm gonna change that. He just became like sickened with it, terrified of it. You know, he's really an indecent individual. That's one of those individuals. He's very much more selfish to me for having anything. Like he'll throw away something I have. You know, I mean, unless it's brand new and it's a sticker price on it. And he knows I bought for it. I have a receipt. He just won't throw it away. You know, at times he throws something away that I'll fix or anything that he gets his hands on. He's much not just he's a kind of a thief, but that's him. He has so many deficiencies and failures in being the IK fucking match. It's actually watching a train wreck. Not just happened that it happened. You're like, how is this? How did that happen over there? How can you be like that? You know? But my college experience, and I know it gonna deflated some people's happiness or something. I'm not fucking living for anybody. That's my life. Yeah, it was this guy, Chris Goski. And he told me he was from Texas, but he had his family in Elizabeth. I used to live in Elizabeth for like 10 years, and right now with his uncle Ken, they had a trucking business, distribution, multi distribution company. Right now there's a scrapyard actually. I go to that place once in a while, Elizabeth. They have good prices. They always had. They sold it years later. That was 90. The year was 99, and I wasn't fully aware. You know, I didn't put it together. Where they had the scrapping business, it was right across the corner. My relatives used to live there in the early 90s, and my grandfather's cousin, both of them lived on that avenue. I didn't know about Luke, the time traveler, full-hearted. He used to be around. He knew them actually. They knew him. So they didn't like each other, and they took vengeance upon me. That's how I see it, because it's true. Chris Goski robbed a drug dealer in Texas, and supposedly he moved to Jersey to run away from whatever that was going to happen. And he started living in Westfield, New Jersey, and I lived in Rahway. I moved a couple cities south, and his grandparents just happened to live 2-3 miles away. But he lived at his grandmother's house, and he joined the same community college that I started in '99, and then he started following me. He even joined the same class that I had. It was it was a civilization class about Sumerians, the first civilizations in history of humanity. You know, recorded, and I thought it was interesting. And he sat in the front, and he would come in, he would look at me. I was like, who is this guy? Does he know me? And then he was like, I'll go for a cigarette, and he'd just be right there and just try to start a conversation. I noticed the conversation wasn't going. He was like arrogant, kind of. He was just, he was just trying to put on a show. Like he was so strong, and he was like, oh, I did this and like this and that. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, and I never say it felt like high school. I'm like, yeah. I just, it wasn't like someone I would, converse with, you know. So and it was one day, and I caught a glimpse of that. I didn't go for a cigarette actually between classes, and he came in and he just like upset. He was just looking around like I wasn't there. I was like, why is that guy fucking stalking me? You know? And then apparently, I mean, evidently, later, I just, I don't know if I forgot. It was just like I was overtaken by it. And then something happened with my car. He had people over there to, I don't know, do something. My car still wouldn't start. He's happy driving by. I'm like, hey, come on, man. I'll give you a ride. I'm like, all right, all right. And I was still very shook up actually. But in the long run, we befriended each other, and he made sure I wouldn't go to school, and I would just start working. And a lot of times, actually, it wasn't just that. I started, I did start smoking some weed, but it's like I finished the first semester, but then the second semester something happened. I just didn't go to college anymore. And then he came to this apartment. He made sure he brought like a whole bag of heroin actually. And I was just like perplexed, and my Marek was downstairs, and He actually had like a certain look on him. Like I'm pretty sure he knew what was gonna happen. You know, I think I tried one bit of him. It was like light orange, pinkish. I remember getting crazy sick. I don't know if it was really him, but I think it was. And then for months I didn't do anything. You know, it's not like he gave me a taste and I started being addicted. But I remember that when I dropped out of college, and I was just so depressed, and it's been like weeks, and I went to St. Spot Elizabeth and actually bought a bag. And just so happens I waited for like a week. I'll do a whole bag for a week, just like a little bump, just to give me off like a sadness or something like that, just to calm me down. And then I had like half or a third left, and he just happened to show up. You know, he was just pretending like he wasn't looking where the bag was in my fucking house. That's Chris Goski over there. You know, they're fucking. Then he joined the military. I don't know if he died. It was on the internet. People say he died. He didn't die. I don't really know. You know, but he was just right there, just to like make sure I had a downfall, and just to like fucking mess with my life. You know. So yeah, that's that's my college story there, you know? And yeah, there's a lot of people that they didn't want me to scope my mind, actually. And yeah, maybe I would have been a psychologist because I was taking psychology. I was like, this is something that I think I want to do. I want to study people's behavior, their nature versus a nurture, all their life experience, what makes them. Also, I start thinking, there's so many things that people in their mind can resolve. There's so much, not just the criminal justice system, but even in psychology, how many people have issues, dilemmas with themselves or relationships. They fully don't understand each other. How they're conflicting, it can be resolved to be a better people. You know, maybe I could have. I don't know if I thought about being a counselor. Years later, I started, thinking about being a relationship counselor. And then if you tell somebody the truth, you're just not really meant for each other. You abuse each other, you should just go each other ways. Unless you resolve those issues. And I would have been that person. And it became like a thing for me. But Goski, it would have been a lot of Goskis out there. Would have made sure I just didn't have education, scope my mind, or it's just a lot of, selfish, hateful, bigoted people, who just thrive on from my standpoint, me not having anything either scoped in my mind, or in a possession, or even enjoying something, let alone helping other people and actually having success. Very hurt for that, like you focus your life on my success or my happiness, actually, so I guess right now it's like, what's in my wallet? I mean, $5 like I have for fucking week. Are you fucking excited you found success? Some of you want to punch me in the fucking mouth, you go to fucking heaven or something, you'll be fucking thrilled, you'll experience joy. And just say I suffer till I die, just fucking you got sexual experience, your endorphins, your dopamine levels will spike or something, right? I mean, I'm fucking creepy, disturbing what you people are. A lot of people are Goskis over there. You really fucking are. That's why I get a lot of fucking hatred too. Because I speak about this, right? You feel uncomfortable a little? Or you fucking you gotta masturbate to the shit. Like you fucking, enjoy, you fucking, you're selfish, greedy fucking bloodsucker fucking full of hatred. So yeah, good morning. That's a different kind of morning coffee.